Hi, it's your Star Goddess. Happy October 1st. Okay, so I'm going to be doing what they call Vlogtober. It's where you vlog every day in the month of October. And it doesn't have to be a sit-down vlog. It can be like, I can take my phone or my iPad out and just walk around and vlog. And as long as I vlog every day about what I'm doing in October, it will work. Okay, so a lot of people and a lot of witches are doing the Vlogtober, or some call it Vlogoween or something like that. You just vlog up until the day of Halloween. So a lot of other YouTubers do it for Christmas. So like us witches, we do it for October. So to start the month of October right, I had to put on my black lipstick, y'all. And if y'all are looking for a really good black lipstick, I did show you my E.L.F. But also, like, some people want a nice lip liner. And, you know, for black lipstick, you either got to use an eyeliner or just if you can find a black lip liner. I'm going to tell you one that works really good. It is by NYX. And it is the black eyeliner that's kind of chubby. And it's called Black Bean, and it goes on really smooth like a lipstick. You can even use that as a lipstick itself. I'm going to show you. Hold on one second. I forgot to get it, but hold on. Let me just show you. Okay. This is for ladies. Anyway, I'm getting ready to get into some really good stuff. So if y'all are guys, just hang on for 1 minute, y'all. Okay. Because everybody's going to ask me about my lipstick in the comments. So this is what I use for the lip liner. And it is NYX Black Bean, and it's 601, and it goes on really smooth, just like a lipstick, y'all. So as you can see, you can just use this alone if you can't find the E.L.F. black lipstick. I did this, and then I put the this E.L.F. black lipstick over it because it's matte, and this is more just opaque and not matte. So I just combined the two to get this black lip. Okay, so now that's out the way. A lot of people have been asking me, you know, to talk about my days as a mortician and to do some stories. So I'm going to include a lot of stories during the month of October of when I was a mortician. Some freaky stories, maybe some paranormal stories, just some weird stories, some funny stories, but they're all going to be pertaining to when I was a mortician. Okay, and okay, since it is October and a lot of witches are starting to, you know, pull out their patchouli oil, you know, their really witchy scents, because, you know, it's the witching season. So I wanted to give y'all what I wear, okay? And men can wear this too, y'all. This is unisex. So I got this solid perfume by Pacifica in Sandalwood, and you can get this at Whole Foods. They sell this at Whole Foods, and it's just a solid perfume. It comes in a tin. It's over there by like the chapstick and the little perfumes and sprays and stuff. But this is a Sandalwood, and it smells really good, and it's strong. It's not like weak. So I put this on first. It kind of has like a citrusy smell as well with the Sandalwood. So I kind of put this on my neck first, just to, you know. You can wear this alone. It smells great alone. And then I get my patchouli oil, and I go on top of it like this, and that solid perfume base will hold this oil in place, and oil lasts a long time anyway. And then I do some on my wrists, and voila, you got your smell. Sometimes I put some in my hair because it is oil. I just put that so like when you walk by, you know, a whiff of your hair smells like the patchouli. Okay, so that's your witchy scent. Okay, so let's start off with, like, I have some poems in here, or some little stories in here that would be cool to read. Let's see if I can find a short poem here we go, to get this party started, y'all. I'm just so excited it's October. Okay, so this one is called The Witch's Kitchen. I'm gonna read to y'all like a kindergartner. The Witch's Kitchen. Wicked Witch's Kitchen. Oh, my bad. Wicked Witch's Kitchen. You're in the mood for some freaky food? You feel your taste buds itching? For nice, fresh, poison ivy green, try Wicked Witch's Kitchen. She has corn on the cobweb, cauldron hot. She makes the meanest cider, but her broomstick cakes and milkweed shakes aren't fit to feed a spider. She likes to brew hot toadstool stew. Come eat, my sweet, she cackle. But if you do, you'll turn into a jack-o'-lantern's jackal. Okay, and that is by X.J. Kennedy. Okay. Oh. So tomorrow I'll read another one. Okay. I'm going to recheck this book out because it's due back to the library tomorrow. And I think I want to keep it another 2 weeks. So I'm keeping it. I'm going to recheck it out, of course. Don't worry, y'all. Okay. So y'all see my hair is kind of like blah today. So I'm going to get into my Mortician story. I know that's what y'all want to hear. I'm going to tell y'all about the night that I actually worked a graveyard shift in a graveyard. So there's this big chain of funeral homes, and they own cemeteries as well. So they need someone to stay overnight in one of their funeral homes, which is located in the center of their cemetery. So they were back then they were only paying like $6.50 an hour, y'all. I know, right? So they said, okay, well listen, if you work this graveyard shift, you don't have to work tomorrow and you can just have the day off. And basically all you have to do is answer the phone if it rings, and you just sleep. You can sleep, bring your pillow, bring your blanket. We have a TV. You can just go to sleep when the phone rings, get up and answer it. That's all you have to do. So I was like, oh, that's a pretty good deal. And they didn't tell me that they were going to lock me in the cemetery. And it's pitch dark out there. They don't have lights in their cemetery. It's just dark. So I'm in the middle of the cemetery in the funeral home late at night. It's pitch dark and the gates are locked. I mean, they have an emergency key to get out, but you know, it's just the thought of being locked into a cemetery. So they locked me into the cemetery, into the funeral home. All the lights are dim. They said you only need 2 lights on because we have to, you know, keep the electricity bill low. So you can only turn on the back hall light where the back door is, and the room lamp. Not even the light, but the lamp of the room that you're in. I was like, okay. And they were like, if you want to bring something, you know, to do something, you know, something to drink, you know what I mean? I had a cool boss. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, so I was like, okay. Remember, I'm in a funeral home, so there's dead bodies in the back room, okay? In the embalming room. There's dead bodies back there. There's dead bodies in caskets in the chapel room for the funeral the next day. So I'm locked into a funeral home all night in a cemetery by myself with 2 lights on, with dead bodies, you know, in the next room. And so I get on my phone and I'm just calling everybody I know, and they're saying, where are you? I was like, oh, guess where I am? I'm in the cemetery. It's like, oh my God, I would be so scared. And then they started freaking me out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm more afraid of live people than I am of dead people. What is a dead person gonna do to me? They're not gonna get up, okay? I don't believe in zombies. So, but anyway, so after I got off the phone, things started, you know, to settle down and get really quiet. And I was getting sleepy, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go to sleep and not think about where I am alone. And then you know how when you get quiet and start to like drift off to sleep, you start hearing like noises, like maybe the air conditioner, or like just an outside noise, or just those little noises started to bug me. And I'm like, oh my God. So I go walk around the funeral home. I have my little flashlight. I go walk around the funeral home just because I can't sleep. I peek into the embalming room, look at the bodies, close the door. I check on the bodies that are in the casket in the chapel, make sure, you know, because some people break into, you know, funeral homes and cemeteries at night, you know, especially witches. They like break into the cemetery at night. And so I didn't want to go walk around outside, so I just kind of looked out the window and I didn't see nothing. So it was too dark anyway. So I just went back into the little room and tried to go back to sleep. I could not sleep that whole night, y'all. And I was tired too, but I was paranoid. Not at the dead bodies, but just at being alone, like locked into a cemetery. So the reason I was there is just in case someone passed away. I was there to answer the phone and take the first call, which is what they call when someone dies. They call the funeral home and says, okay, I need to make arrangements for you guys to pick up the dead body. So it's about 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm just getting ready to go to sleep. The phone rings, y'all. So I have to take the first call. A lot of times, like when people die, like in the middle of the night, they don't wait till the morning to call the mortuary. They call right then and there so that you can get, you know, your people together, your car together, your little cot together to go to the location where the person has passed. Because usually by the time they get there, it's about an hour or two later. So it might be morning. So we had to go and pick up a body. Well, I didn't have to go. I just kind of like relayed the message to the person that was on call to go pick up the deceased. So to take the message, write it down, write all the information down, first name, last name, hospital, you know, all that kind of good stuff, doctor's name. And then I had to take the information and I had to fax it over because, you know, back then email was like, nobody really checked their email in the middle of the night. You just got a fax and, you know, you'd know that because you'd hear the fax machine, right? You know it was time to go to work. So we would send the fax to like the main office of the funeral chain, and they would find whoever's on call and page them, because yeah, back then we had pagers because it was old school. We had cell phones too, but like when you're on call, just like doctors, they just have a pager or a text. So back then, you know, they just did the pager. And so they would page the funeral director, mortician on duty. And they would go get up out of the middle of their sleep and go pick up the deceased. So after that call, I went back to sleep. And I did go to sleep for a few hours. And the weirdest thing in the world is waking up in a funeral home. Just like that's your home. Like, oh, where's the shine? You know? Seeing urns and caskets everywhere, and you're like, well, this is my life. And so I got up, you know, I'm looking crazy, and then the people are coming into work, like who had, you know, went home, and I'm sitting here looking like I just woke up. And that was kind of uncomfortable for me, because you have all these professional people in nice suits and family members coming in to make funeral arrangements, and you're walking around looking like, where's my coffin? Looking like a zombie. So you're like, good morning. And then all these people are like, hi, good morning. Da, 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 da. And now you have to go home. Actually, you have to fill out your little work card or time card or whatever. And then you have to go home when the sun comes up. So, it was an interesting experience. I only did that one night because, first of all, $650 was not enough for me to spend the night in a cemetery by myself with 2 lights. Not that I'm scared, but it's not enough money for me for a graveyard shift. Graveyard shift should at least be $1 more back then, okay? They were just being cheap. So, so I just went back to my regular daytime, you know, funeral directing activities. Like I would do all sorts of things. I would like help make the funeral programs, help make funeral arrangements, you know, do flowers, just a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this first vlog for October. And thumbs up if you're excited about October and you want to see more vlogs. If you're gonna vlog, if you think this is a good idea, I recommend it to all the witches, because you know we're always doing cool stuff in October and, you know, let the world see. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for Vlogtober day 2. All right. Bye.